years older. Wait.
Previously last week, the agents made their way into the Olympic National Forest and investigated a string of horrific murders near the Cushman Lake area. They made their way deep into the forest and arrived at a disgusting, stitched together scene of carnage and found a terrible massacre of the Jenkins family. Backtracking into the city, they went to the mayor's house and found more information about the unfortunate series of gruesome events occurring here in this small town. And they found that the mayor just wasn't quite right. Something off about that guy, but putting on something, they left and,
Nice.
and they made their way back into town were promptly ran off the road by a militias and their spotlight trucks who shot the shit out of the forest around them, but luckily didn't hit them, and were chased out into a small branching forest road where they were turned about on, left by the militia as they were surrounded and by suffused red light that we now rejoin our investigators at. And I noticed that we actually do have a few more players tonight, so we'll say that Marcus
Well,
Aurelius,
I can
you
squeeze my way in a little bit. Uh, I should have talked to you before now, but yeah, I can come up with a pretty good in-game
They could
reason
be
for why I'm here.
backup.
so we're gonna just gonna squeeze it in right now at the beginning of the session because yeah, we just
Yes,
ham
let's
fist things around
go.
here. Yes, Marcus
Hell yeah.
and you as well. Ant, you guys are just going to be at the end of this road, helicoptered in, as the rest of the team arrives in their suburban.
Ah,
Didn't we end in a car
Yes.
crash?
Yeah, the
the
helicopter
back.
comes down.
Did,
Ant and I are bustle out. You see a
didn't
pretty old-looking gentleman in a kind of like a pea coat, and he's got a little umbrella, and he comes bustling out. Oh, it's so windy! Ah,
Oh
quick,
my!
quick, 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 boy! We must catch up with the others.
Wookie didn't last out the green session and did like a cliffhanger where like we ended in a car crash, me and John and someone else.
Not quite a
Jacobs.
Not quite a car crash. So you guys are at the very end of this forest road, and as the helicopter peels away into the distance, Marcus, you, and Ant meet up with the rest of the crew as they pull up in their. I think they were actually in a van. Yeah. So yeah, they pull up in a
Yeah.
van. End of the road here as the helicopter chops away, and this mysterious carmine light suffuses the forest around you. And it's such that the redness and the angle of the light is moving these long, dark shadows through and around the group as something weaves just out of sight, but the light, the red light that fills up this forest area, is bending these long trunks, these grasping fingers of shadow around your group.
Oh no.
Can we hear any of the people who were chasing and shooting at us before?
Yeah.
They they are just out of sight. So what you do see is further down the forest. You guys are kind of up towards one of these peaks of the Mount Olympus forest, and down the surface or down the side of the mountain, you see the headlights that continue to spotlight through this misty evening. It is now dark, very, very dark, and there's like a haze in the air that they continually shine their spotlights, and you can see them panning back and forth through the forest from their trucks, but something has them spooked. They do not want to get any closer to this particular part of the road, and they've purposefully held back using one of these turnabouts to go ahead and backtrack. And they let you guys go ahead and escape.
I don't think it's they're letting us escape. I think they're letting us get consumed by the red evil light.
No, That's just the blood moon. It's
Oh, that
fine.
makes
Sorry, a
sense.
blood
Yeah.
moon.
Hello, gentlemen. My name is Marcus. I'm a wizard. I've come to help you with this
Oh.
investigation.
I should
Man.
not have
I've
called for
been
backup.
studying
The
the
backup is
occult for
also
a
crazy.
long
And you
time.
thought I was insane, didn't you? Didn't you?
I still
Didn't
do.
you? Didn't you think I was insane? I'm not insane.
Well, I can't
Yeah,
speak to this young
slowly
man's
panicking.
sanity.
That's helping.
I
But
roll
I'm
persuade.
not insane.
Well,
I've heard there's
whether
some
you
men
are
with
or
some
not, we're glad to
murders.
have you on
Well-
board.
Oh, I'm glad to have you too. Sorry. I've heard there's been murders. People
No,
dying.
actually, no murders at all. You can leave.
Yeah, you're lying.
Nuh-uh.
I can smell it on you. Liar.
I don't smell. I use
Liar
cologne.
McLiar pants. That's what all liars think. They think
I-
they don't smell.
I
But
use
they
a
all
cologne
do.
called Dieu Désolé.
Oh, Marcus starts like crossing himself. He's talking demon.
It's French.
Demon talk.
I
And
hate old people.
what does the rest of the group see here as this old man just kind of almost gets blown over by the helicopter? What's the other gentleman look like?
So Ant walks out. He's kind of like glancing over at Marcus, like clearly familiar with some of his antics over the time, and it's kind of like a middle-aged man with some silvering to his hair, wearing like a
Why
tan
did we get
peacoat,
assigned old people?
and not like that old, just kind of like a silver, silverish,
Silver
hair going
fox
on.
still.
Yeah,
Got
that
it.
whole look going, and looks a little like skittish, but like glancing over at Marcus and like shaking his head, but yeah, runs over with the rest of you.
Mr. Apology, you can smell the liar on this one, right?
Yes, Mr. Aurelius.
Smells like a liar. But that's okay. We're all liars here, aren't we?
Anthony,
Hey, John, you're
been so
mostly
long.
sane. Oh, god damn it.
Who is this person, John? I thought we were best friends. John.
Yeah, I've met this guy.
I
Anthony.
didn't meet him. Who is
Yes,
he?
we've been on a mission once before. Constantly kept getting confused between Ant and Art, so it's difficult
Mexico.
to forget.
Ah, Artie. I mean, Auntie.
Yes,
whatever,
that time.
Whatever your
That time in Mexico.
You've been to Mexico?
Yes.
I've
Mexico.
heard only bueno things about the place.
We should probably get going before the Hicks chasing us decide to get brave.
Accento no necesito.
Oh, this one speaks Spanish too.
Jacobs,
This was the chupacabra I was telling you about that time.
Oh yes, the chupacabra.
Jacobs, you make a good point. You look back to the rest of the
what's your
road.
name?
Back
DMW's
to the
name
best
is
of the road.
DMW's name is Jacobs, if I'm recalling
That's what
that
it is.
correctly.
No, that's correct.
Yeah, I see it. I looked through the
Excellent.
notepad. I see it.
So Jacobs, you wisely saying to the rest of the group, thinking you should move on before those guys get some courage in them, and you do hear coming back from down below some scattered machine gun fire as they shoot up into the woods. It's completely at random. It's not effective at all, but you can hear some glass bottles shattering off into the night, and some "they took our jobs, and you're gonna let them take our jobs!" Rabble, rabble, rabble.
Rock.
You see Marcus
So I don't
Aurelius
speak,
kind of like unwraps the umbrella.
redneck, but
I speak redneck all too well.
Hearing this, Marcus Aurelius unwraps the umbrella covering from his umbrella, and you see it's actually a double-barreled shotgun.
Excuse me?
Badass.
I don't like the sound of those, jokesters.
Hey,
I agree.
Marcus,
Let's get the hell
Marcus,
out of here.
Put the gun down, and I roll persuade.
Fuck no. That's a machine
That's
gun.
a D8.
There's gentlemen with machine guns over there.
So you
I
guys,
rolled
A
I
bit
fail.
of a
Damn.
bit of a rock and a hard place here. You look back down the road, and that is an option. You could all pile back into the van and start heading back down towards the militia. But between their extremely drunkenly bad shots and searchlights, you might be able to get through them. However,
Yeah. That's a lot of people.
it is indeed. And
Their
looking in.
previous shots, I guess it's possible that they could just accidentally kill themselves.
Yep,
Oh
the
yeah,
bet.
they didn't they roll a 100 on shooting us?
Yes.
And then you look towards your other option, and looking into the forest, the deep night, the blackness that expands out before you, broken by this. It's like a fairy red light that continues to apparate and move, stretching these long tree trunks of blackness over
I
the
watched
party.
Blair Witch Project. I don't want to go there.
Which way do you go, agents?
Hey, listen, guys. This is some Blair Witch type shit. I say we deal with the drunken bastards.
The murders
Listen,
in the woods. I
Don't
say
you
we go to
work
the
for the
woods.
government? Don't you work for the government? Shouldn't you be, like, not scared of lights in the woods? Come on, man.
I never said I'm scared. I said I know what's probably gonna happen. We're probably gonna get split up by some weird shit. Then we're all gonna get picked off one by one, and there's gonna be this little girl that's gonna be watching us in the shadows and the tree trunks, and it's gonna be eyes following us everywhere. And I start going on in like an insane ramble, and it does not help with your opinion of me.
Look, I'm just gonna say what we all think. I am scared, but we're still gonna have to do this.
Okay, if
I'm
John
not
says
scared of
so,
no
then
ghosts.
then I'm all right with
Let's
it.
do it.
If John says so, then I'm on board.
All
Well,
right.
Peer pressure.
You all steel yourselves and start making your way into a very thin, unused trail that moves from this trailhead into the forest.
Well, actually, before we go too far into the forest, is there anything that we could roll?
Alertness.
Marcus is a bit of a wizard. Like, is there, I don't know, like unnatural or like occult or something that he could roll to see if he's seen anything like this before?
Sure, I
'Cause
was
he's
like,
fought demons and ghosts and shit like that. This is nothing new.
I'm gonna roll alertness to see if there's any
Got
danger
that roll as well?
nearby.
anyone that would like to, go ahead and roll an alertness. I'll also accept
4.
a. Oh, actually, I need to pull up a character sheet. I was
Mr.
thinking
Wookie Man, I rolled 4.
a 4. A 4 on a what? What were you rolling? Alertness?
Alertness.
Ah, yeah, you see a red light coming from the forest, and it's spooky as fuck.
So I assume that means
I
we're
got
safe.
a 21.
21 is that I'm assuming that's under your skill.
My skill is 50%.
So both you, Jacobs, and you, Seth, you both see this red light, and as you start to move through this thin trail, the headlamps that you all use to see and find your footfalls, you find that this trail is disused, but because of the recent fires, the tree trunks are cut down at very strategic points, and it's lent itself to the maintenance of this trail. It's well pounded by the firefighters and the different crews that have come through here to maintain it. The Forest Service and the fire crews that have been used to clear out these lines and used as a break to get to the different parts of the forest to make sure that this fire break is effective. And as you move along this path, you're able to find your footfalls without too much difficulty and notice that the light, this red dot, is following the group. It's observing you. It's as if a conscious being is floating around just on the periphery of your senses,
What did I say?
passing behind the trees, using them as cover from inside the bushes, from around the
see.
giant pines and the sycamores.
Hey, Jacobs, what did he say? I told you there was gonna be some eye following us in the the shadows. I told you. You think
Bro.
I'm crazy.
The Hicks know how to use lights. It's fine.
It's just a light bulb.
Lights
Marcus?
come in other colors. Come on.
Please, Croak.
Marcus rolled a 24 out of 30 for unnatural.
Unnatural? That's actually better. I was looking at a cult, but that didn't quite. Yeah, unnatural would be a much better, more appropriate role.
Good.
I have
Well
a
then.
0% unnatural. Is a funny.
Can I have rolled unnatural as well?
Absolutely. What's your unnatural role, John?
Failed, but I can add a point at the end of the session.
Hot, hot.
So yeah, luckily Marcus passed, so
So,
you can
John,
whisper it to me, but
what you think is that this is a microscopic sun. Somehow, through some kind of point, some rip in space time, a sun is being traveled like a drone. It's being negotiated, it's being maneuvered around this forest without touching
Okay.
anything. What you think, Marcus,
yes.
that this is a rip in space time indeed, but this is not unintentional. It is not a fluke of nature. There is not some intergalactic war ripping apart the space time continuum, leaking exotic energies into our own world. This is a portal,
Ooh.
the other end of which is being used as an observational point to not only examine you, but to determine an excellent and opportune time to widen and make its way through. But you continue. You're not so
Yeah,
sure.
Marcus doesn't tell anyone that. Marcus, but you see a big smile on Marcus's face. The more he inspects the red light, he starts
What you smiling at?
tapping his hands together. I'm a big outdoorsman. I like spending time in the woods. Let's go.
Yeah, me too.
Marcus,
It's
that
beautiful.
didn't you just say it was too cold earlier when you just got here?
I put my blazer back on.
I'm going to analyze you with human intelligence.
Analyze away. I'm an open book.
Well,
Analyze.
I succeed very, very easily. I rolled an 8.
You
With Nate,
see,
you could tell that Marcus is very excited about something. He's definitely not telling you everything. But since you just heard Wookiee, it shouldn't be a huge surprise as to what he might not be telling you.
I'm pretending I didn't hear Wookiee.
you
That's
see
right.
that
Yeah,
No
you can tell-
metagaming.
You can tell Marcus is excited. Marcus is excited, and the further he's walking into the woods, the more excited he is, and he's definitely lying to you.
Okay, he's definitely lying to us about something, and I don't trust going any further. Also, I have no idea what the fuck is going on. But there is that goddamn
Ignore him
eye.
harassing the old man and start like checking for cell service again because I still
Dude.
need that backup. These
Jacobs.
guys are crazy.
Where are your backup?
Jacobs.
We
Jacobs,
came
listen.
from the sky
We are
to
being-
back you
we
up.
are
Come
being
on,
watched.
into the woods.
I saw.
Also gonna
We
just
both
keep
saw
that
it.
hike
We are
going.
being watched. It may not be supernatural. It may just be some rednecks. But this is some. We're being watched. We're being observed.
If you go into the woods today, you're in for a big surprise.
Marcus, listen.
If you
listen,
go
buddy.
into the
I don't
woods
like
today,
surprises.
you're in for a
you're
big
like
to go
surprise,
in
buddy.
disguise.
Hey, how about you going first? How about I'll sit.
I'll happily
Going
lead the way.
now.
Come on, and
Oh no, I'm not
come on,
following you.
Arthur.
I'm just asking you to go.
Oh, I'm going. Marcus
Yeah.
happily walks further into the red light.
I call not it. I ain't walking
Oh,
any further.
I had already been like, you guys are crazy. I'm just gonna keep walking. This is just like some guys
Jacobs,
with
you're
a
the-
light.
Jacobs, you may think I'm insane, but I believe that you're sane, so I'm gonna follow you or John. I don't know. I don't know which one I should follow.
Yes.
All
And I'm
right.
gonna
John's
be
also
like,
John,
pretty chill.
Jacob, Jingleheimer, Smith. Let's stick together.
So,
Get it? Because John, Jacob.
Jingleheimer, Schmidt, Jacob, and Marcus. I'm going to need both of you to go ahead and roll search rolls or intelligence rolls. Intelligence will
Why
be
not
a
me?
little bit harder.
I can roll intelligence. That's my highest stat.
If anyone would like to roll an intelligence, go ahead and make it at a negative 20% or a search
Negative.
roll as you continue into the forest.
You said negative 20. Does that mean I add 20?
You go ahead and roll and then subtract 20 from your intelligence score and then compare your roll against that that modified intelligence score.
All right, so my intelligence, if I subtract, that'd be 65, and I rolled a 60.
Do I roll as well?
I succeed by 5. That's close. Jesus Christ.
I
Yeah,
believe
Marcus
Jacob's.
rolled a 98 over out of 60. So he's
Ah,
having a little too much fun walking through the woods to notice anything.
little too excited by the
It's
red dot.
Jacobs
very
actually was
exciting.
actively not looking for things. He was just walking to try and get to the next place. Like,
Sure, yep, okay.
does he have to
Yeah,
look?
I'm
Nope.
the one who's on alert.
So, Seth, you just see these two gentlemen charging out in front of you, and from your previous walk in the forest earlier, where you found that poor family down below you by the lakeside, you see that this trail is descending down and would eventually, most likely, circle back. You can tell, you can deduce that this trail leads up and around this side of the mount, the Olympus forest, the Olympic mountain here. And this is a circular path in that it comes up the side of this cleft and then continues back down to town through the Forest Service road that you just came up and drove through.
I yell all of that to John and tell him to spread the info.
So the rest of
Okay,
you
in that
learn.
case, just let's keep walking.
Yeah,
But guys, I know what this red light is. And hear me out. This is volatile plasma. Very hot gas.
No,
Yes,
I
I
don't
think he's
think it
onto
is.
it. It's exactly
How,
what it is.
I'm rolling human intelligence on Marcus again.
How smart does your character look? Like, does he dress smart
21.
or
My character. Oh wait, are you talking to Marcus or me?
John?
John. Ah.
Um, he dresses rather cleanly, like academically, but he's
Alright.
actually kind of an idiot.
Jacobs
But
actually just automatically
nobody
trusts you
really
based
knows
purely on
that.
looks. He's like, oh yeah, no, the
I
plasma, that makes
dress.
sense.
I dress the same as John.
Yes, but you talk crazy.
Fair enough. But also, by the way, Wookie, I did. I was saying, like, as I was saying earlier, I'm analyzing Marcus again from what he's saying. He's suspicious as fuck. It's like John over here is just like, oh yes, it's clearly plasma and such, and I'm like, and Marcus is
Suspicious
just like,
like a
oh
fox.
yes, for sure. So yeah, I rolled a 21, by the way.
yeah. So yeah, you're thinking that John most likely is correct, and that Marcus, he doesn't know. So that's why he's clammed up. He's not sure. So yeah, obviously Marcus is the most intelligent person on the earth, and that's who you got to trust.
I was rolling it on Marcus. I was thinking he's suspicious. I feel like he's lying even further.
Well, he hasn't said anything else. He's just kind of like walking at you. So
No, like you were like agreeing with John in a very excited way, like you were before, and I'm just like, red flag.
that's fair. I don't actually know what it is.
And I'm rolling that again. You seem excited about something, and I'm destined to find out, even if I'm insane.
It's cool, John. I trust you. That
Thank
makes
you.
sense.
Oh yes, I'm
Thank
sorry.
you.
Oops.
That one, that one. Oh wait, that's okay. Never mind. That's not a 70. That's a 37. I keep forgetting the 30.
So as you all continue down this trail, it's a little muddy. The wind, the ice, the melting snow from the spring, as we leave winter, has made the trail a little bit treacherous. And as you continue down towards Lake Cushman, the Mount Olympus whips. The winds whip off the lake, putting a wet cold in the air, through which your hollow body shiver. A light rain begins to fall, too early for this freeze, and the snow begins to melt, showering your path, turning into a soaked slop. It's freezing rain. It impacts you like hail, then immediately soaks down into your clothes. For those of you not wearing wool and proper windbreakers, please make me a Constitution, not saving throw, Constitution roll.
I actually get this weather here in Tennessee. This exact type of weather. Also, I'm not assuming that
Ah, god damn it.
Success.
Timestamp.
tactical-
I hate you, son of a
hang on a
goddamn.
second. I'm gonna roll on the dice roll so you can all see it.
Marcus rolled a 7.
No personal
He is
information.
definitely. Oh, where?
Is the lake we're next to Lake Cushman, or is it a different one?
It is still Lake Cushman.
Okay.
I hate this weather. Does tactical body armor count, or do I have to roll as well?
That will need a roll as well.
Damn. Mm,
My starter equipment gave me a big jacket, so I just kept it.
Perfect.
I rolled a
Nice.
100.
If you
That's
would
not
like,
nice.
nope, that's not good. So,
That's like extreme critical failure.
anyone who wants to say that they're wearing wool and thought ahead and took the proactive measures to wear a base layer of delicious fluffy wool, say you can.
Marcus is not wearing the appropriate clothing, but he rolled a 7. He's doing all right.
Nice.
I
Anyone else
succeeded
fail?
as well.
Okay.
I rolled a 100.
Nice.
So Seth,
do we-
Oh, by the way,
Hmm?
that unnatural roll I made earlier, the 55, that's a crit fail as well.
oh no. Oh my, I missed that. So absolutely, you're thinking that this is a sentient star that has come to consume all life on the planet? Bad news.
Guys, I just realized something. That plasma, it's alive, it wants to kill us.
John,
And you lost me. I
John.
trusted you. I thought you were correct.
No,
My bad.
please believe me, it really is.
It's okay.
John, you are
You're wrong.
crazy. I think the cold is going to your head. Also, does anyone have a spare jacket?
Yeah, you can
So-
have mine, but that won't matter when it comes to burn us alive.
I checked the time.
I don't want the jacket anymore. You're crazy.
John, I have good news. It's actually a portal to another dimension.
What?
See, I knew you knew
Yes.
something.
Oh,
Marcus, I knew
I
something.
can't.
You
I
little
can't stand to
I
see
knew
you
you-
freaking
I
out over nothing. So
I
yes.
knew you knew something, John. I knew it. I knew it. I knew it. I'm not insane. Y'all think,
So-
think I'm insane.
As
I'm
you
like, I'm
ramble,
rambling again.
you reach out for the jacket handed to you by John, and you slip. The mud, it's slick. There's an ice patch, you don't see it. And you begin to slide down the hill, and you immediately realize as you look
Mario
down the
Kart.
mountainside that it's becoming steeper. You instinctively turn and begin to claw and try and scrabble back up this muddy slope, but you have momentum. You're already falling down the mountain.
Here we're coming down the mountain. Here we go. Here we're
We have
going
time to
down
react,
the mountain.
or-
Here we come.
You all see your friend slipping down? He's about
Can I
to.
roll strength?
take the 100-foot of paracord on my waist and start throwing an end to him, and another end to whoever looks the strongest.
It's
me.
me.
Not me.
Not the
probably.
old man specifically.
Arthur, isn't your strength lower than mine?
My strength is 70.
Yeah, we're the same, actually.
So yeah, I hand
Nice.
the other end to John.
Strong
John.
boys.
So this is going to be a dexterity check on Jacob's part, and John, this is going to be a strength check for you as you try and squat low and get enough weight, bear enough weight of two hefty boys.
What am I rolling?
Oh, you're just you're holding on for dear life. Your friends are trying to save you as you slip to your death.
Do I roll
Is there anything I can roll to
against?
help my situation?
Nope.
Do I
Damn.
roll against my actual dexterity or the ×5 number?
Times 5.
Gotcha. Okay, so my dex isn't
Success.
bad.
Ooh.
Let's see if I succeed. Because if I fail, it doesn't really matter.
Or does it?
I passed. Hell yeah.
John, you get
Just
low.
barely.
You're able to
We're
find
going
some rocks, and you're able to find a good, strong hold that you're able to wedge your feet into. And just as you are reaching out to grab the paracard rope, you feel it immediately go taut as Seth and Jacobs just barely are able to reach out and grab arm to arm that really badass handshake where they grab each other's forearms. And just for a moment, you're all hanging there. As you look down over this cliff face, you see that this rounded edge just has a sheer drop. After a few 20, 30 feet, this boulder, it's rounded over the top of this thing, and it's clear that they blasted out a piece of this trail to make it passable.
That's dead. I was about to go around the mountain. Yes, here we come.
Marcus, you see for a moment the red light pop up over one of these clusters of rocks and then pop over back.
Ooh. Yes.
It's just bobbing up and
Yes.
down just out of sight.
Yes.
Thanks, John. And Jacobs. Jingleheimer spit. La da 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 da.
But yeah, you, Seth, you're able to be pulled up after a couple moments, dust yourself off of the mud, and you continue down this path.
Marcus, what was that about the portal?
So, I may have seen a few of these in the past. I am fairly certain that that is a portal to another dimension.
I told you that.
It's all for the best, you'll see.
I knew you were lying. I knew it.
Well, sure, whatever.
Elbozo. See, Jacobs, this is why you should trust me. I know things. Well, maybe not trust me, but this is why you should believe me more often. I'm right about these things.
I hand him some rations, praying that it makes him stop talking for a moment.
No. The food's not gonna.
Anyways, the light. It's moving that way. We must follow it quickly. We'll get to the
I don't
bottom
wanna-
of what's killing these people. And we'll learn secrets.
I just want to go back home now. I want to go back home.
More
I wanna go back
secrets.
home.
We'll learn
Marcus.
so much.
Marcus, how about you and this rock I found named Billy? He has a little face on it. How about you and Billy go adventure together, and we let you deal with that?
Respectfully, I can solve these murders and learn all the secrets, and you don't need to learn any of them, so don't worry.
I
We're in
chucked the
agreement
rock at your
there,
face.
buddy. You go home. I'll learn all the secrets.
Oh,
Who
God.
said I'm going home?
Go wherever you want, bud.
I'll
I'm
go to
going to
John's
chase
house.
that light. I'm going to chase my truth.
We were sent to investigate this.
Yeah, you're right. I
Old man.
forgot.
I don't necessarily trust you, but you're right that we should investigate this light, eh?
You're damn right I am.
Can I actually throw the rock at? Can I actually throw a rock at Marcus?
Oh, God. Not inter-party conflict. Oh, no.
Not hard, just enough to, whack him on the head just a little.
Sure,
don't
he's
know
an
if-
old man. Do you want to throw a rock at the old man with no constitution? Sure, he'll bleed and he'll cry maybe.
Oh, now
Or he'll
it's
use magic
sad.
on you and you'll turn inside out.
Okay,
Be careful,
and I'll
bud.
beat you with my brass knuckles,
You can try.
and I'll stomp on you with my boots, my steel boots.
If you think this is helping us solve the mystery,
As,
please.
as
bring
the
it on.
tension, oh dear, as the tension
what do-
rises in the party, you guys make it to the bottom of the trail, just as you're about to rip each other to shreds.
No, I never ripped apart John.
You arrive back at the campsite in which that horrific murder occurred. There are no bodies. You can see the remnants of police tapes. Some of the gear that was scattered about has been collected as evidence. Photos, white marks, chalk that has already begun to be washed out by the rain. You can see the
Yeah, roll
remnants of it,
search.
of the crime scene. And as you are about to make your way back into town, you remember that this was not far from where you parked the car and walked back up from the trailhead from the parking lot. From this point, it'll probably only be about 45 minutes back to the trailhead and then another half hour or so back into town. So you're at a point where you can remember how to get back to town from here, and you can feel the warmth and maybe like a burger, get some food. You can feel civilization coming back. Be nice to get out of this rain. And just as you're thinking to yourself, well, almost home free, that light, the maroon pinpoint obscured in the dense ferns and trees that's been following you for a moment now.
Yes.
The casting long, shifting shadows, it closes in on your position, coming up close to the group. Tingling, the chimes accompany a melodious hum, reminiscent of it's reminiscent of champagne glasses whose rims are being circled in harmony. Suddenly, there before you, it's bright magnesium pinks, pushing the shadows back as it illuminates even stronger the brilliance, making you shield your eyes. It's observing you. You can feel its sentience.
Dude, you seem like you need a Snickers. You're not yourself when you're hungry.
The light
Marcus
flares.
takes a book out of his pocket and starts
Unironically.
saying weird shit.
Take the old one. Take the old one. See this guy right here? You should take him. He's the oldest. He's the
Yes, take me. Libba, libba, lubba, lubba, lo.
See, please take him. Take him, not us.
Oh, la, la, leo.
I start reciting.
Yeah. Marcus starts chanting.
Chants rising up into the storm, which seems to be rising to a crescendo. The light flares even brighter, as if answering your calls, burning floaters into your eyes, as the star explodes into a doorway outlining the passageway between worlds. Lengthening to some 10 feet tall, a large, hairy beast lands with heavy footfalls on the sodden fungal floor. Long, shaggy form, rusty red cascades down the powerful Neanderthal frame, crowned by the furrowed, heart-shaped face of an apish monster. Bearing the long canines in a facsimile of a smile, he raises a hand, splaying 6 fingers, in 3 each, in a half-Vulcan peace sign, and rumbles, "I come in peace."
Oh, okay.
Oh, that makes sense. I don't know.
Oh,
what the hell's
hello
going
there,
on,
buddy.
but-
You seem like a friendly individual who, in case is not friendly, take the old one.
Oh, though I come here bearing gifts, pleased to meet all of you.
I've waited my whole life. Hello.
Marcus, can you croak already?
It's good to see you.
And to you, a pleasure to meet all of you.
I bowed down nervously because I don't want him to kill me.
Me as well.
I'll just walk forward and shake his hand.
Hey, put her there. And he goes ahead and takes your hand. No need to be overly formal.
Wasn't there another guy here with us?
Was that Seth?
We got Marcus, we got Jacobs, where's Ant? He's so quiet.
I'm hanging out here. Marcus is doing all the talking.
Sorry, I am quite the talker.
I dragged Anthony forward. Like, don't be rude. Introduce yourself to person.
I'm here. I'm with Marcus.
Yes.
Lovely to meet you. My name is Ambassador Squatch. Put her there. Holds out a big old bear claw to you.
I'll extend a hand.
Ambassador Squatch.
Gives you.
I only dragged this shy guy, so I didn't have to talk to him myself.
No, he gives you a good handshake. It's not like he doesn't like crush your hand. It's not too firm, but it's a strong, meaty handshake. He's got a hand that's probably 2 or 3 sizes bigger than yours.
And as you like grab it, my hand's like really clammy and like damp, just kind of like trembling a little bit.
A pleasure to meet you. Here, gifts for all of you. And he's going to start handing out these odd, purpley blue, slightly glowing mushrooms to all of you.
Yes.
Frog?
Oh, I'd love one of those, please.
And for you, of course, promote longevity in my culture of the Squatch.
I could
Nice.
grow more of these specimens. Maybe they could have medicinal purposes.
Indeed, friend. Yeah, he's going to give each of you a care package of these tasty mushrooms.
Glowing mushrooms from Terraria. Adding that to inventory.
Perfect. Yep, exactly.
Is that actually like what it is?
Yes. Yeah, why not?
Sick. That's a great That's a great mental image for me.
Marcus,
I'll get a Sharpie
Marcus takes a little
tagging
nibble
that.
out of his.
It looks delicious.
I want to start analyzing it. Can I roll pharmacy on it? See if
So,
it's any
Marcus.
medicinal stuff.
Yes. Marcus
Yep,
is also analyzing it with his mouth.
hot. So, Marcus, you all see Marcus take a little nibble on this thing, and you see his face immediately light up with this bluish purple as the light suffuses through his skin, down his throat, and into his stomach. You all watch as he loses about 10 or 20 years. His face, his wrinkles seem to disappear away.
Yes.
His
I'm
eyes look
crossing my fingers that
sharper.
he's allergic.
The hair
Wow.
comes back in. It looks more full and a darker, rich color.
Huh.
Oh, boy, howdy. I'm feeling pretty good.
Marcus, you didn't tell me you were attractive.
Yes.
My wife prepared these especially for our possible encounter, and I'm happy to see that it agrees with you.
If I didn't know better, I'd say that these mushrooms were designed specifically so I'd stop using that voice.
No, totally not. Totally not. Don't fourth wall break.
What am I thinking? These are amazing. Thank you so much, Master
Maybe
Squatch.
if I take a bite, I won't
appreciate
seem
it.
as insane. And I take a nibble.
You too, Seth, you also feel rejuvenated. While you're still a young man, you don't actually have any temporal age reversing effects. However, you do feel stronger. You feel like the little bit of a harrowing moment you had back up on the hill that might have taken a few years off your life. You feel those restored to you.
I feel just as insane. It's useless. I'm kidding.
Yeah,
I don't actually say that.
yeah, but
I do say I feel just as insane. My bad.
no. And as you guys continue to walk back to town, Ambassador Squatch is going to go ahead and he's going to walk with you. You can see that he is uninhibited by the rough conditions. The rain just seems to splash off his oily, well-manicured fur as you guys continue through the underbrush. It's almost as if now that you have Squatch with you, the ferns and the different foliage of the trees all melt away as if bowing to acquiesce to your presence and your path. You are being escorted by Ambassador Squatch, and the forest is one with your party, and it is making way before your path.
I guess go ahead and ask him about the
What's up?
goings on. Like tell him what happened with that campsite, what happened with the mayor, see what his take is.
And he continues to grunt as you tell him the story. It's all very fresh to him. He doesn't. He's obviously. You look at his apish features, and you see shock and surprise, if a little bit exaggerated for your benefit. The cross-species communication coming across as well. There seems to be a little bit of lost in translation, but you can tell he's a jovial and honest fellow, and everything that you're telling him is very disturbing, and it's quite clear in his expressions that he does not have any familiarity with the details, and he's quite disturbed by what he's hearing. especially when you get to the murders, you feel a deep, somber emotion surround him, and the rest of the forest almost presses in closer to hear your story. And then when you hear, and then when he hears the gruesome detail of the mutilations and how they were stitched together, still alive, he becomes deeply appalled. And you feel like there might be something else there, but he's holding back just a bit. That's terrible.
Human
Yes.
intelligence.
For many
Analyze
years.
everything.
I don't know
Human.
if human would work in that he's not really a human.
Well, I mean, he is a humanoid, and he's speaking our language.
If you would like
Master
to roll...
Squatch,
Yes. Yes.
And I dropped.
what made this?
And I
What,
dropped
what
my
else
dice.
is coming through that portal
So I'm gonna
to
use the
us,
dice
friend?
roller.
Did he answer my question?
I forgot your question. What was your question again?
I was just asking what his take on it was. See, tell him what we're doing here specifically, and like, see if he has any info to glean. Basically, it's a very open-ended question. So,
Well, for many years, Earth and humanity has been a bit of a clearinghouse for species across the universe. They've been operating in the shadows, away from the government, and I'm happy to see that you are part of a new branch here protecting your species from those on the outer reaches of the universe. It's a scary bitch out there sometimes, and I'm glad you are taking the proper procedures to protect humanity. It is most disturbing to learn that there is a new force here on this planet. I do not believe that humans are capable of stitching each other together and have not advanced their biomedical technology to the point of performing such gruesome acts, which leads me to believe that this is some outside actor.
I'm pretty sure we can stitch other humans together very well. You know, just not, have them alive.
Ah, that is the tricky part, isn't it? And I'm most disturbed to hear that this untoward influence has entered the world here. I promise you all the resources of the Squatch in discovering and uncoupling this melodious influence upon your species.
It's very generous of you, Mr. Squatch.
Oh, by the
We
way, I rolled a
appreciate-
6. I suckied on my human intelligence for the I forgot.
No, yeah, you were trying to human intelligence the Squatch when he mentioned the influence over the humanities and who specifically might have been responsible for the stitching human centipeding. And you can tell that he is holding something back. This is a technology that he's seen before, and a gruesome savagery where he does indeed have strong inclinations of who might be behind this.
If I may be so bold, to be frank, and other phrases that means that I'm going to be blunt. It seems like you might be holding some type of information back.
I try not to cast aspersions across a species in which I have no evidence to implicate. However, this heinous treatment, this subterfuge, it is a known pattern of a devious and manipulative species who weaves webs of lies and manipulation throughout the universe. It is a old and very problematic species in which the Squatch has dealt with in the past. We are a people of refugees. The Squatch have been traveling the galaxy for nigh on millennia, And one of the species that has been in constant conflict with us has dogged us through the universe, made us their slaves, made us suffer greatly. I would not accuse them without evidence, though. It is something I have seen before.
Noted. Now I'm gonna roll biology on the glowing mushroom because I forgot to do that earlier.
I believe Marcus had a question he was asking.
Yeah, do that.
Yes, what else could have come with you? Is it just you there? That was the whole point of the red light, was just your light, Ambassador.
Indeed, our ship sits in orbit, and the red light is a means of short distance teleportation from above the surface to our own craft that orbits your moon now.
How many of you are there?
Well, this is just me. I operate a pretty trim team.
I throw a rock at Marcus.
Marcus catches it. Like,
Nice.
Hey now.
Do you?
He's not old
I've
anymore.
lost years. I'm only
throw-
62 now.
I throw 3.
He starts juggling them.
Wow,
All right.
I throw 4.
amazing. No, I
I
hope
know.
to
Alright,
find.
I'm gonna roll to go through a crotch shot.
Oh, no. I hope to find some sexy female Squatch while here on your homeworld, but alas, I haven't been able to be successful yet.
I don't know if I've ever seen a lady Squatch, but we do have lots of bears and monkeys. They all look reminiscent to you. We can
That's
figure something out.
grass.
Mr. Wookie Man, I am very serious about going for a crotch shot with the rock. I rolled a 28.
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and continue to ignore that. So you guys continue making your way back down to the trailhead.
Walking
And-
fast.
Y'all are in pretty good spirits. You've been able to pull quite a bit of information out of Ambassador Squatch. He seems to be most amenable to opening up a dialogue between you, the human race, and his species of intergalactic traveling sapiens. And this is a impressive moment. This is quite a feat. This is, first contact with a benevolent alien species. This is fantastic.
That is fantastic.
It seems terribly ill-advised, and he almost certainly can't use it. I give him the burner phone I was assigned.
Well, pretty primitive. And you put it in his hand, and it looks like a Tic Tac in his palm.
I don't think he'd be able to use that even if he knew.
So it has voice controls, and I help him set those up.
Thank you.
Hey
thank you.
Siri.
You probably plug listen to my. Alright, yeah, I can see that. Thank you very much.
Yeah, no problem. It has our handler and a few other people's numbers in it, I assume, so he can get a hold of somebody at HQ, probably.
Wonderful. Yeah, you guys have set up wonderful 1Ds. Just fantastic first impression. You all are telling jokes, you're juggling rocks. It is.
Yeah, I still can't throw a crotch shot at Marcus.
And you have
Leave
set.
my wiener alone, sir.
Y'all have made a fantastic impression with Ambassador Squatch, and future relationships are looking quite promising. As you make it past the last few hundred feet of the trailhead back to the parking lot, you can all of a sudden feel a shift in vibe. You arrive back, emerging out of the trailhead, Ambassador Squatch trailing the group, and you feel a presence here of quite a few people. You feel the hunger in your stomachs, the promise of that burger, car heaters, the local diner. It quickly sours as the flickering waifs of these lights the lights of the spotlight from the malicious trucks start to sweep all at once as they are ignited. You're surrounded quite suddenly. In this parking lot, you see about 5, 6 different trucks mounted with these spotlights that all blind you for a moment as the militia members all surrounding you and shout angrily as they see the Squatch in the back of your group. You watch as Gribbs is thrown onto the ground, spotlights, he's silhouetted, a shadow arcing out in front of you towards you all as the spotlights just completely blind him. He has been brutally beaten, and as he's shoved to the ground, you see him kicked by a mob as they interrogate him. "We seen you with them, Gribbs. You're one of them. You done brought down outsiders, and now you're gonna die. You might as well have ripped out your guts yourself. You did it to the Jenkins, didn't you?" "Yeah, I bet he done did it with him. We saw them government folks
I
with
pull
him."
out my pistol and interrupt them. Like I fire it straight up in the air.
Wait, what?
I grab a pistol and shoot it straight up in the air to interrupt them.
Okay, so 3 big corn-fed men are just going to go ahead and open fire on Gribbs.
Damn.
Marcus finds whatever cover he can find to get down and gets ready with his shotgun.
Oh wait, I don't have a pistol. I have an SMG. Oh wait, that was from the different game. Never mind. I'm gonna replace that real quick. I forgot to do that.
Oh, that's unfortunate for Gribbs. So you watch as Gribbs gets shot in the arm, the leg, and then the top of his head gets blown off.
Ow.
Damn it.
Just as he's being shot in his extremities, he goes, "Help! Help! No, please, God, help me!" As the top of his head comes loose, he spills down to the ground. The cracking sound over the angry mob as the top of Gribb's head just pops off. His brains spill out on the ground before he collapses. Behind the long barrel of a Ruger Super Blackhawk 45, trailing a thin line of smoke, is the grin of Mayor Anunnaki. Well, what do we have here, boys? Caught red-handed, these government suits, on their way with the beast to their next victim. But you didn't expect us hicks to take aim and solve this problem ourselves,
Mayor, don't we have
do
significant
you?
evidence against you?
Evidence.
Like
We got
audio
all the
recordings?
evidence we need, don't we here, boys? Pour it on them! And the mayor's going to level his gun at you. Actually, no, he's going to level his gun at the ambassador, and he's going to take a shot.
No.
Ooh.
Is there time to react and get in the way of said bullet?
Is there time for me to shoot him
I'll
first?
intercept. He's significantly above me, so if he's aiming for like the head or something, I guess that's fair.
So we're going to go ahead and get into initiative order. Everyone, please give me your dexterity. Or actually, if you could just go ahead and pop the dexterity in the dice roll channel, I'd appreciate
Is it a
that.
roll or just the number?
Number. The number of your dexterity determines the order in which of initiative.
I have 70 dexterity.
Same.
Nice. Me are yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
Who goes for? And that means you two, boy.
50. I'm trying to find the channel.
So we got 2 50s and 3 70s?
Damn.
I guess we
Yeah.
all decided to have
Tiebreaker?
14 decks.
Goodness
guys
gracious.
You guys just want to roll a D100 as a tiebreaker?
I'm just going to do it in alphabetical order just to keep it simple on myself. So we're going to go with John first.
You got this, John.
Are we going before the shot was fired or after?
I assume after.
I need to figure out. We'll go. We'll put Mayor Anunnaki in the initiative order, and we'll go ahead and say that he has an initial dexterity of. Okay, that's pretty goddamn high. That would be
Isn't he
85.
old? What the
He looks old. He looks like a. He looks like John Wick, like Keanu Reeves, but a slightly older Keanu Reeves.
Oh, I get it. Keanu Naki. So funny. I get it, Wookie. I get it now.
I might have been a little too ham-fisted there. Damn it.
Yeah. But you ham-fisted nonsense.
Fifty?
Nonsense.
50?
Yeah, so that's going to be after, but let's go ahead. John, go ahead and take your turn while I kind of do math.
So where is he standing?
Mayor Anunnaki is standing amongst this sea of spotlights raining down from these F-150s, and he is behind currently a mob of militia members. You see them all kitted out in body armor, haphazard, different arrays of armaments. You see one of them has a scorpion, one of them has a shotgun, an automatic, like a not a sawed-off shotgun, but it seems like some kind of police issue short barrel shotgun. And another one just has a regular old over-under Browning hunting double barrel shotgun. So it's
Can
quite
I
a...
see anyone in the windows of the cars they have?
Yes, there are. Each car does have a driver in it.
Fuck. Okay, I'm gonna throw a big piece of C4 in the air to hit the lights. and destroy them.
Yes.
Darkness. Yay.
Demolition roll,
best
please.
friend. Darkness,
Yeah.
my only friend.
Since those are stationary targets, I can add 40%. So that's a guaranteed hit.
Damn. So, yep, we're going to say that you go ahead and...
Not a crit.
All right. Yeah, you frisbee out a piece of explosive, and just the shock of it, the shockwave that sends out from this explosion of C4, shatters all the lights and descends everything into darkness.
Nice.
And then I run off to the side to escape potential gunfire, kind of hide.
You try and get some cover off to the side, jumping behind one of these logs that are set out in the parking area to designate the parking. Yeah, that's going to give you good cover.
Oh, and I scream out, "Don't hurt them, they're innocent."
But what if I want to hurt them?
Well, I can't stop you. I'm just telling you
Nice.
what to do.
Nice, because they hurt poor old whatever his name is.
Gribs.
Gribbs. Yeah, his name. They hurt him, so I'll hurt them.
He definitely murdered the shit out of Gribbs. Jacobs, your turn.
Even if it was like semi my fault.
So can I get the Squatch? Can I get his reaction to being shot? Like what he did, if anything, or how bad it seemed to be at the time, or...
Well, I just figured out that Mayor Anunnaki hit him with a D12, so I'm going to have to roll that.
Please be a 1. Please be a 1.
I feel like even at a 12, he's probably alive.
Well,
He's a big meaty
squad,
boy.
so-
Yeah.
All right, 3. That's a low D. Thank God. Squatch is okay.
Yeah, so
I
you
hope.
see the Squatch get hit, and it takes a good patch of fur out of his backside. He gets shot in the butt, but it doesn't seem like it actually did any damage.
Shoo.
I still
Careful,
basically
Ambassador. Those men are
I
not with us.
put
They're
myself
not for
between
me.
him and the guys and attempt to escort him off off to the side, out of this area.
Oh, goodness, a little spicy down here.
Like, sir, please come with me. You're not safe here. Things might happen.
Sure. Are you trying to grab some more cover over by where John ducked behind that big old felled log?
Yeah, that makes some sense.
Absolutely. So, John, you see leaping over the log right next to you on either side of you, Sass hits the ground, and along with Jacobs, who scrambles over and taking up a position for covering fire, you all just feel the log begin to erupt in vibrations as bullets of automatic fire begin to just send splitters of wood chips in all directions around you. That's going to bring us to Seth's turn.
Nice.
It's Seth's turn. Let's go. All right. I'm just looking at my HP and analyzing my options, and I know what I should do. Obviously, guns blazing. Who's the closest to me? Like closest enemy. I mean,
Yeah, I mean, obviously, there's Gribbs' body bleeding out as the blood spout begins to.
I don't know what you mean by bleeding out. That sounds like he's just dead.
No, he did. Yep, he did. But the heart is still
Yep.
pumping blood out of the geyser of the neck spout, and then
Don't worry, I cast. I cast
maybe
first level
some CPR will
resurrection.
do him.
Guys, don't worry. I know the spell Revivify.
Yep, that'll work. Yeah, and
Isn't it revivify?
Shut
Pretty
up.
sure, yeah.
Behind Delta Green.
I'd say
Delta
that
Green
you
is
guys.
Revivify.
Let's see. I'm gonna draw this as like a semicircle firing squad. There's a log here, log there. You guys are all here on the trailhead, and that's the Squatch, Jacobs, and John all there. I'll say at this point it's a pretty even bet between the trucks. Yeah. I'd say for you, it'd be a pretty even bet to get to any of the trucks. Gribbs and the trucks are all at about the same distance to you, the two trucks on the outside of this semicircle. And then past them are the three remaining trucks, which is where the line of militia members start. And behind that, between the last truck in the back and the militia members, is Mayor Anunnaki.
All right. So I wanna. Which one do I take out first? Can I just like rush up, slide under, and fire point blank at an enemy or Anunnaki?
Ooh, he who. That's quite a distance. What's your movement?
I don't know. I forgot.
I don't even know. I ain't care. I'd say it'd
How do-
probably
how-
take two.
How do I calculate movement?
Mm-hmm. Well, you're a young buck. You probably got good movement. I'd say it'd take 2 turns to get over to Mayor Anunnaki if you're not stopped. You could make it to one of these trucks on the perimeter of the semicircle in 1 turn.
I'd probably do that.
All right, left or right?
Yeah. Left.
To the left, to the left. All right, you make your way, sprinting full force. Give me a dexterity roll as you try and weave through the hail of bullets between the militia members and the people that are hunched behind this log and Squatch.
Hey, that's a critical success, right? 33.
Yeah, nice. Yeah, that's amazing. So, you just swim right on through the bullets. Not even one of them touches you. You make it to the truck. What do?
I want to fire at the driver.
Okay. Yep, you go ahead and shoot through the window. It's just conveniently down.
It's conveniently just rolled down.
Yeah, and he's got a beer
You
to
gotta
his
let some of
lips.
that rain in, you know?
All right, I'm gonna roll the damage, or do I just succeed, or do I have to roll to hit?
You have to roll to shoot people.
Well, yeah, okay. It's what's the bonus that I get for firing at point blank?
20%?
Yep.
20%. Even if no, that fails.
Yep. So you're like, put your hands in the fucking air, and you shoot, and you just shoot like out the windshield, and the windshield shatters into a million pieces. That's gonna be Sis' turn. Ant.
Yes, sir.
Box.
A little bit of chaos erupting around you. What do you do?
Yeah, so I mean, I see all the bullet fire going towards all those logs over there. Is there another good place to cover?
Yes, there's another log that's delineates the parking area as well. That's not currently being shot to shit. Over towards your right.
And could I make it there?
Easily.
Oh, all right. Yeah, I'm gonna dive. I'm gonna slide behind the log. So I'm gonna slide behind there. I'm gonna take. I have like a hand pistol. It's like Springfield rifle. I'm gonna take it out and I'm gonna put it up against the top of the log to like steady my aim. I'm gonna aim at him, or I guess whoever the closest target is for me at that point.
Sure, there's plenty of targets. You can go ahead and take your shot at any of these militia members in front who are currently firing upon the ambassador, Jacobs and John, or you could fire at Mayor Anunnaki, but it's going to be at a slight disadvantage, minus 20 to the shot.
I'll take aim at one of the militia guys. So like, I really want to guarantee that I get the shot here. So I'll focus up. I'm gonna hold my breath, and I'm gonna squeeze the trigger, and it's just gonna be a clicking sound. And I'm gonna squeeze it like 2 or 3 more times, and it's like a clicking sound. And I realize I'm not gonna have any ammo on me, and I'll spend the rest of my turn looking for the magazine that was supposed to be in the gun.
Nice.
Do find the magazine.
Rip!
Damn it. Yeah, you do find the magazine in your belt where it was supposed to be in the gun.
All right, I'll load it in and fumble around with that for a bit as I try to like, chamber around.
Yeah, it's cold, your hands are a little stiff and frozen. Yeah, you're able to get the magazine in the gun. You could go ahead and take a shot if you'd like.
All right, yeah, I'll do that.
Let's go, Ant. Let's go, Ant.
All right.
Let's go, Ant. Let's go, Ant.
That is a 37 under 40.
That hits.
Nice.
All right, and that's 1d10 damage. We have a d10 here. 8.
I finally found my other fucking D100.
You rolled an 8?
I did. It says the Springfield XD is 1d10 damage. I rolled an 8.
Nice roll. I've got the damage. Yeah, you fucking hit this guy right in the chest, and he immediately goes down. I gotta roll the fucking con save.
Damn.
Yep. You shoot him, and he looks down at his chest, and he's like, "Oh God, I'm gonna die," and he passes out.
That was easy.
Ant is like completely astounded at the fact that he managed to pull it off, and his hands are like shaking.
I give Ant a thumbs up while I'm still angry that I missed point blank.
I knew I was good for something, guys.
Don't do it. I don't do it. You malicious sons of bitches. Marcus.
Yes. That is my name.
Your move, sir.
All right. Marcus is going to look at the ambassador, and he's going to call out,
Ambassador, does your ship have any kind of anti-personnel weaponry?
Goodness, no. We're a peaceful species.
Well, how are you waging war against these bad people?
We're not.
Oh, you're worthless. All right.
Whoa!
Oh, fuck the Harry, man.
He breaks out his book. He wants to. It's something that he's seen happen before. He would like to potentially fell one of these trees on these people.
Yes.
And so he's got a spell that sort of allows him to like just kind of like cut through material, and he wants to do that on the closest tree so that it would fall down on the militia members in front of them, just kind of cause mayhem and hopefully land on all their heads and just fucking murder their asses.
Fucking
So he
love
whips
it.
out his book and he starts saying, "Jiggity, jiggity, biggity, biggity, tree tile."
Okay, this is an awesome spell. I like it. I think it's going to be, this is a spellcasting ability. Let's go ahead and get some wizard shit going on in here. Give me an intelligence roll to see if you can slice the tree at the right angle and do some lumberjack shit. Fell it on their
sadly,
faces.
intelligence is 80, but I rolled an 82, so.
I'm smarter than you?
All right.
Just a little over. So, maybe the tree doesn't all come down in its entirety.
Well, that's unfortunate. So it's going to come down. You, what's that Dragon Ball Z move with the spinning disc that Krillin always did? That was
Kenzan.
This little, like, spinning bullshit. Yeah.
Yeah, he's going to Kenzan,
Oh,
and that
that's awesome.
tree's going to come down. Unfortunately, you misjudged the distance, and it comes down directly in front of the militia members and the trucks, giving them a little bit of cover, and they all immediately jump behind it.
The next one's landing on you, you fuckers!
I slow clap.
And they all gonna crowd up to the tree that just recently fell into the mud, and they put their rifles onto it, use it to aim, and they're gonna continue to pour it into the ambassador and try and shoot the shit out of him. So now it's gonna be the militia member's turn. You're gonna go ahead and get a pow pow. That's an awful miss. God, this guy sucks.
Kill him. Oh, wait, we'll do that.
Am I still able to be attempting to intercept?
Are you bullet shielding for Ambassador? I like it.
That's what
I
I've been
like
trying to do.
it. I like it. You're respectful. Honorable. I've done nothing so far except fail. Well, not really, but funny.
If you'd like, you can go ahead and actually, militia members would have a shitty. They'd be bad shots. They like guns, but they don't know how to use them. They're much like cops in that way. Yeah, so that's gonna miss. I'll say, Jacobs, that you are able to throw him a bit of body armor. If you would like to remove your own body armor and give it to him.
Sure.
And with that, in addition to the increased cover.
Dog wearing a jacket.
Oh my god.
Oh, it's a safety blanket.
That's
Yeah.
adorable. Can we adopt the Sasquatch? Can we keep him?
He has 3 armor now. Assuming the full armor applies and there's not some like penalty for wearing undersized armor.
Right.
I'd honestly be surprised, but not shocked if that was a thing.
+6. All right, so 2 of those are going to hit. So I rolled a 13 and a 31. So even with their terrible militiaman shooting abilities, they still get to hit. That means I need to roll.
What does armor actually do?
I believe it's a
reduces damage.
+6. It's a +6, so it takes it's like regular armor. They need to.
Body armor's 5.
Oh, is it 5? Thank you. They need to
Yeah.
do
Oh,
more
okay.
than 5 damage to go ahead and do damage. It's like a spillover.
Oh, okay. So if it did 6 damage, it would actually just do 1 or something similar.
Exactly.
Yeah, and with 7
Okay.
would be 2.
I have 6 armor from a previous session. I have a helmet and which gives me 1, and a body armor that gives me 5.
Nice.
And my classic brass knuckles. Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
No, I'm just figuring out damage. So, a shotgun. One of the shotguns from the over-under is going to hit for 5. So you watch as the Squatch, he tries to look up and over, and he gets a little too close to the top, and he takes some buckshot in the chest, but luckily he's wearing the body armor, so he doesn't take any damage. However, he gets knocked to the ground, and you can tell he's winded. He's kind of like, oh. And he is stunned.
Jesus Christ.
And then the SMG is going to hit him as well. That's a D10. I do have a D10 here. Oh, lovely. That's 4 damage, so the SMG just ricochets off the log and does not do any damage. Mayor Anunnaki is going to go ahead and take that big-ass fucking gun of his. Wow. 3? Fuck yeah.
I thought he was down.
Mayor Anunnaki?
Yeah, then you get shot by Am.
That was a different person.
Yeah, that was one of the militia members.
Oopsie daisy.
He's gonna take that big ass gun and he's gonna shoot him. And that's gonna be 5 damage. So again, because he's got body armor, the Squatch takes another round of this 45 straight to the chest. Does no
World's
damage.
Most useful armor.
Body armor is saving his ass right now. So you can tell the mayor is quite pissed at this point, because he is not doing the damage that he wants to be doing. So he is going to start making his way into the back of one of these trucks for no particular reason. John, your move.
John Jacob.
He's still there. The mayor.
The mayor is indeed still there.
I'm gonna shout out to him as loud as I can so that he definitely can hear me. Naki, it's time to stop this madness now.
He'll stop when I'm finished. And he seems to be looking inside some kind of large case.
John, like, he's gonna stop just because you asked him to.
Yeah, I'm just gonna shoot him.
That's the classic pick-me boy phrase. Don't be like them. Kill him.
Ooh. He's probably too far away for the C4. So the gun is gonna have to do it. The modifiers in place here are that he's very far away, giving me a minus, and that he's standing still, which gives me a plus, right?
Say flat roll.
Yeah.
You got this, John.
Fail.
You don't got this, John.
You shoot him, and you see this bullet should have gotten home. Should have struck true, but in the last second, in the millisecond of time, he looks up and moves out of the way and then back into position with unnatural speed.
It's like line dance.
Jacobs.
Who else is the person behind this log with me besides Squatch?
John.
Yeah, me.
Okay. So I'll look at John and be like, take care of him. I will unhook the handcuffs from my pouch and then through the darkness just run straight at this at the truck the mayor's in.
Damn.
I'm just running straight through to attempt to hop up and handcuff the guy.
That's fucking bold. All right.
I'll be there to patch you up. Don't worry, buddy. You got this.
I feel like I'm attempting to just surprise the shit out of everyone who is shooting at us.
Yep, okay. So there are 3 militia members still hunkered down at this log that has been felled.
Their log is in front of ours?
Yes,
Yeah.
so Marcus...
I'm hopping their log too.
Fucking badass. So Jacobs, you run up to this log and full on... not pole vault, Well, it's that track and field event where you hop over the little hurdles.
I
Vector
know what you're
style.
talking about, but I could not tell
Vector
you.
style.
Yeah, you hurdle over this log and you jump directly over 3 militia members who are just so shocked. They all gape up at you, open mouth, go, oh, wow.
Mario.
Yep. All right, so you are now within range of Mayor Anunnaki, who is at the back of one of these pickup trucks, going through this case. And as you leap over and are mid-air, gaping Hicks looking up at you, you see him pull out a very long anti-material rifle from this case and start walking forward. And you both make eye contact.
Probably easier to only get one, so I'm gonna attempt my unarmed, just get one cuff on him. I guess leave the other one on me.
So you are a little bit too far to handcuff him. You used your full movement to get right next to these militia members. Merrick Anunnaki is still about 20, 30 feet away from you, walking from the other side of this pickup truck towards you. And you both just make eye contact. And he's like, what the fuck?
That's it. It's a stare down. I don't have anything else I can really do here.
You could shoot him.
You have a gun.
Do I?
If
Yeah.
you did not have a gun, then John gave you one. He gives the new people guns. That's a thing he does.
Yeah, he did that with me as well.
Sure.
Yeah.
How do I? Oh, this kind of tells me nothing important. It tells me my damage. Where do I?
It's firearms and a D10.
Cool.
So D10 damage and your firearms skill. And whatever you roll, you add a plus 20 because the range disadvantage is now gone, probably. And he's standing still.
I got a 30 anyway. And my skill is a 50, I believe. Yeah. And then I don't know what the bonuses mean.
It just means you're more likely to succeed.
Oh, okay.
So go ahead and roll
well,
a
I beat it by
d10.
at least 20.
Yeah, we'll say you got a medium pistol. Roll a d10 for damage.
4.
4. Merrick Anunnaki's not going to be happy about that. 4. I think that's the first damage he's taken.
That's all I got.
So you go ahead and hit him right in the shoulder, and you see sparks graze off of this thick, green, scaly hide. You don't do as much damage as you thought you would do.
Neat.
But you watch him grimace, and out of his mouth, this frown, he licks his lip with a forked tongue as he brings down this giant rifle over your head, down onto the log in which Sasquatch is hiding behind. John? Nope, sorry. Seth, your move.
Yeah. I want to fire at the guy again.
Which, the guy in the truck?
Yeah, I'm still like hanging on the side door with my gun pointed at him, just like,
So he is clawing at the driver's side door handle, and he's wrenching open the door, and he's trying to spill out of the truck. Go ahead and take a shot.
That's too bad, man. I'm on the door. You ain't opening it. I'm sturdy. All right, I'm gonna roll. D100. What's my bonus? 20? Yes, 20.
Point blank? Yeah, go ahead and take a 20 bonus.
What's the bonus?
20. 20.
20. It's firearms, right?
Yeah.
Firearms, 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 firearms. I can't find it. I'm blind.
Try
Ah.
F. I think it's the bottom
I
of
No,
the
that's where
can't
first
they'd
column.
read.
expect it to be.
I can't read. Also, I fail again. Let's go.
He's so surprised you're just shooting point blank and still missing him. He's gonna
Can
try
I
and like,
stomp him with my steel boots instead?
you know what? Just because I feel bad that you're missing this much, yeah, he falls out on the ground. You walk over to the other side of the truck and just start kicking the shit out of him.
I'm gonna roll the D4,
Pity
damn it.
kicking.
Oh, it's not petty kicking. Like, steel boots is an actual
No,
weapon. They're the
no.
same
I said
damages.
pity kicking.
Oh. 2 damage.
2 damage.
Yeah, I have better melee combat than firearm. I don't know why I've been trying to fire at him this entire time.
Got the damage. And
It was 2.
anthropology, your move.
What do I got left on the field to aim at here?
You got 3 militia members all huddled behind this log, looking up like turkeys in the rain at a Jacobs, who is leaping over them and taking a running shot at Anunnaki, who is leveling an anti-material rifle, sniper rifle, over at the log in which Sass and John are currently hunkered behind.
Ant is still pretty like shooken up since the last time he just like took that shot and actually managed to like hit somebody. It's fairly rare that he's actually had to like take a human life like that after fighting like mostly supernatural beings. But you know looks around for another target, sees like the highest threat is this anti-material rifle, and even though I think we're at like disadvantage for something like that, is gonna look to take that shot there.
Probably a good call.
Oh, one thing, I looked it up, and there's actually another modifier in place here, which is the unusual attacker condition of carefully aiming for a full turn without doing anything else, which adds another plus 20.
Yes, it does. I believe we kind of just went with the narrative like flavor of I take aim and fire, but if you spent a whole turn aiming, it would in fact add 20% to the next roll of your firing.
Okay. And then you compound that with disadvantage.
I don't think you
Yeah,
have.
so combined with the 2 modifiers already in place here that cancel each other out, the total roll in the end would have a combined modifier of plus 20.
All right. So I'm going to take aim again and try to calm myself down a little bit. Hands still trembling, definitely clammy feeling. And I'm going to squeeze the trigger and realize that the last casing didn't fully eject and that I have to clear it before trying it again. So I will spend some time clearing the casing out of the gun before looking to fire my shot, and then I will take aim and shoot again.
Classic.
Ed, remind me to take you to the range. You've forgotten everything I've taught you.
So
This is embarrassing.
22 under 40.
22 under 40, that hits. Go ahead and roll damage.
D10. That's a 1.
A 1?
Yep.
Yeah, you're going to go ahead and hit the mayor right in his chest, and he looks down, grabs the bullet, and tosses it back, flicks it back at you.
Take 6, damn it. No.
Like, this fucking gun's a piece of shit.
Are you shooting him with a BB gun? Jeez, man.
It's an airsoft gun.
Right.
Shit.
Oh shit! Just got a little orange tip on here. Fuck! I grabbed the wrong gun. This is my son's gun. Oh no! That means my son has my
Paint's
gun.
like peeling off a little
Oh.
bit. I realize that it's been there the whole time.
Son's just
His
accidentally
son
shot,
painted the
like,
muzzle
30
black
of
because he
his
thought it looked
classmates.
cool.
Oh my god! All right. Yep. Unfortunate. Terrible. Oh, I'm just so sad about that. How that happened, Marcus.
Yes. All right, the cultists or the douchebags, the rednecks, they're still behind that tree trunk, right?
Yes, although currently distracted by Jacob's extremely bold maneuver of running directly above them.
I think I want to light that tree on fire, which is something I'm much less able to do than the last one. But I've got a lighter, and I've got a little flask on me, and I do have a spell. So I'm going to throw the flask, and I'm going to light the lighter and throw it on the wood, and hopefully get it to start up a fire, which would be incredible if it just engulfed all of them. But even if it just created enough flame that it distracted them or singed them or anything, that would be great.
All right, so
Hey,
you. Oh.
motherfuckers!
Booze. Hey guys.
Guess what's cooking? I didn't workshop this enough.
Yeah, they're gonna go ahead and look over and tilt their heads at a 45-degree angle as this Molotov cocktail hurls through the air, and I'm gonna say catches all their eyeballs on fire.
Beautiful. Yeah, I got a 60 on that one.
60
Would have been great the
under,
first time.
60 under or over. Well, 60 is a success.
Good question. I don't know.
What am I having you roll? Is the question.
That is the question. Whatever you're having me roll, I think I passed. Unless.
I'm thinking
I-
athletics.
Sure. Yeah, in that case, then we're good.
And go ahead and take plus 20 because you got mushroom in your side, yeah.
Hell yeah, I do. All right, well then. Yeah. Super pass.
Super pass, yeah. So you throw this Molotov through the air. It's going to land directly on their faces, lighting their faces on fire, which is lucky for Jacobs. So each one of these guys is going to be stunned. And I'll say that they're going to take, what's face fire damage? A D4? Sure. Give me that D4. Okay. Oh, 4. Wow, fuck. Ah, shit, that really hurt him. Damn, that was like a really fucking good move. Okay.
Hell yes. Take that, bitches.
Yep. So they're all screaming on the mud in agony. And yep. Anything else on your turn, Marcus?
No, I think that's about it.
Oh, you just melting face is good enough for you?
That's the plan for me, for this turn at least.
Damn, son.
The
All
Hollow
right.
Man, he's
Oh,
fine with
yeah.
just melting some faces, you know.
Just a couple
He doesn't need
faces this
anything more.
time. I don't get
Metal.
greedy.
Okay. Well, that's going to bring us back to the top. As Sasquatch is going to go ahead and enter the fray.
What does stunned mean?
Stunned,
Yeah.
I think, is just a one. I'm not
It's your
sure.
turn.
I should actually look it up.
You said Squatch was stunned. That's why I was asking.
I thought it was like an Uno skip.
Oh, yeah, I think it is an Uno skipped, and he did get shot by that shotgun.
That is unfortunate for us, but I gotta be honest.
What do you mean? You know, goes y'all with a shotgun. You got hit with a BB gun.
No,
Oh,
no.
right. I'm sorry. It was the airsoft gun that hit him. My bad.
Uh,
Yeah, he's fine.
You know, people don't realize how much 1 HP of damage would, like, how much that would hurt in real life.
I stubbed my toe. Yes, I understand.
Exactly.
Almost
Just
fatal.
taken 1 year of your life away.
I stole like 2/3 of
Someday
your
I might
life
go as
force.
high as 5.
Mm.
Princess Bride, no.
Yeah.
I
Man.
don't know that at all.
Oh, no, I'm old. Oh, my God.
L.
But my wife loves that movie, but I haven't seen it.
My wife had never seen it.
Oh
I
my
just showed it to
God.
her.
Am I the only single person here?
My wife.
You're like 15, 16.
I'm
19.
17.
17, yeah. So,
Hey, no
no,
I don't
personal.
understand
Wait,
why
get
you
him
don't
out of
have a
here.
knife.
Get him out of here.
I mean,
Vernus at the station.
melting.
forgot.
I've been
I
banished to the
forgot.
dark realm.
My second
It
timestamp
was a
of
leading
the
question for me.
evening. All right, you guys are
Hey,
making me
Seth.
work. Making me work over here.
Oh no.
All right, I'm not going to
Corby.
be able to find stun because I'm just scrolling. I'll look this up later. But yeah, we're going to say it's just an Uno skip for a turn. So yes, Squatch is going to roll over and he's going to like look up to the stars and be like, oh, okay. And that's going to bring us to...
At least he's laying down behind a log. That's probably a harder shot, right?
Yep, that's
That's
going to...
full cover.
It's going to be cover. It's going to be cover. So that's going to bring us to the mayor's turn. And he is going to
I'm
go...
just like staring daggers at him.
He's going to look back at you and give you a smooch. Air smooch?
Oh, okay. Well, that's much better than what I thought.
And you are going to feel an unearthly force rip into your body and fling you 30 feet backwards into the log in which Ant is hiding behind. You're going to take 7 damage
Oh no.
as you slam into the into the wood of the log in which Ant is hiding behind, and you are winded. You are having all your air knocked out of you, and you are going to do a somersault and land on your stomach and face on the backside next to Ant. You do have...
Ant's gonna let out like a blood curdling scream and like turn the gun at him, like not realizing what just like landed next to him, and like, you know, not really do anything, but just like momentarily lose his shit as you get, you know, next to him.
You're gonna give us a taste of that girly shriek.
Oh my god.
Exactly. Oh, Vertical.
And then he's gonna
She's
go...
got
I don't
headphones
know.
on. She
That's
What is
smart, okay,
winded,
good.
by the way?
Just flavor. Just some flavor.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he knocked all your air out of your lungs by slamming you with some unseen force into a log. And you
Stun
do
attack,
have...
startle, and impair, while fumble deals. Oh. I found stun on accident.
And that is a big old rifle. Holy shit. Yeah, he's going to take that anti-material rifle, and he's going to level it at the log, and he's going to start shooting through it. So, I'm going to need John and Sasquatch to make some dexterity rolls as you guys try and roll away as this log gets just chewed up into splinters by this gunfire in front of you.
Mm-hmm.
Oh no. Splinter damage.
Success.
I bet Squatch doesn't even have his tetanus shot.
Yo, Wookie, me coming in with the information. Yeah, you're right. Stun is like an Uno skip, but I think you can treat it with like a medicine roll or a first aid roll.
Thank you, sir. Sasquatch is going to save as well with a crit success. So,
Nice.
yeah. Yep. This log gets like thrown up into the air. This fucking giant 50 caliber Barrett is just letting this thing into splinters. You do not want to get shot by this. This is going to be real bad if you get shot by this. I don't know why I said this guy has this, but he definitely does.
It's quite that gun for this guy, this redneck in the woods, to have an anti-material rifle, a 50 caliber.
I don't think
Barrett.
he's just any old redneck, buddy.
You never know when the government's going to come in.
I guess this is America. Fair enough.
John, your move. America.
If I run closer to him, is that within throwing range then?
Yes.
Cool, then I'm gonna run straight at him. And I'm gonna throw a piece of C4 in his face.
All right. So you are now at the felled log, and you're using that as cover essentially. So you run up to the felled log on one side of it, duck behind it, and throw the C4 over it. Go ahead and roll up some demolitions.
Mm-hmm.
That's going to be enough to get all the militia
Success.
members. Success, roll some damage.
Yes. So that is 5d6. 23 damage.
23?
Yeah.
Fuck. So immediately, all the trucks explode. Each one of the militia members lights on fire and starts windmilling around, screaming in agony as they burn to death.
Wait, including me?
Seth, give me a dexterity roll to try and dodge out of the C4. I'll say that you kind of look behind you, instinctually feel your friend. Just see as this
Yeah.
C4 sails through the air.
I am a pretty alert person. 6. I
Wow,
got
that's
a
a
6.
great roll. Yeah, you hit the deck and just feel this wave of heat and pressure wash over the top of you. You're still going to take 3 explodey damage, but you don't die.
I have armored it.
Yep, bounces off your armor.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go ahead and assume exploding damage is the specific listed type of damage.
Yes, that is specifically. what it's
I'm actually
called.
resistant to exploding damage.
It's a scientific term.
So the explosion radius is only 10 meters. So that fire that Seth is taking is probably just from the vehicles exploding.
Yeah,
not
exactly.
Yeah,
the C4 itself.
I'm right next to one.
Hmm.
yeah. Oh,
Yeah, I spent
my
2 turns trying to shoot a guy. I failed.
10 meters. Speak American, sir.
What the fuck is a kilometer?
It's like
Ooh, and-
5. It's like
Uh,
50 hamburgers wide.
Oh, Wookie, I believe that is now the right time for my breaking point thing to happen because I killed people and that reduces sanity.
Probably good
Oh.
call. Actually, that's a great call. So I'm going to ask each one of you to roll sanity as you see these men drop to their knees and faceplant into the mud, extinguishing their flames in which they are engulfed in, and then walking out of the fire like Terminator through the flames. You see something unnatural. The flesh, the visage of Merki Anunnaki melts away, the suit burning in embers. As a man grows in size, his proportions extend. The shoulders become more muscular and bulky as the torso hinges over a long, sinewy neck. There's something scaly about the flesh as it shines in the fires as he walks forward towards you all, dropping the arcane, dropping away the anti-material rifle, the claws extending long out from the fingers. There's something reptilian about his long jaw that arcs away. Plasmid fangs begin to breathe in and out as these red glowing eyes pierce through the shadows and look at you all.
I fail.
I got a 1. I don't know what that
Oh.
means.
Critical
but it was cool.
success.
You've never been more sane in your life.
You
You've
got
never
this.
been more fine in your life. Instead of
I'm just
chuckles,
gonna
I'm in
assume-
danger. You're fine.
I'm just gonna assume my eyes never left the man. I'm still on that rage.
Hell yeah, I also passed.
I
This is
fail.
nothing.
Barely.
Marcus has seen some crazy shit.
I
This is fine.
fail.
I
Which
think
is
me
good
and-
for character development.
Yeah, I think me and John
Oh,
just
yeah.
barely fail.
So, those of
rolled
you
a
that fail, go ahead and
64.
roll d6s. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off. What was that?
Almost.
I have a
yes.
64.
Oh,
You
then you're
said?
fine.
Okay.
I have a 60.
So, those of you that failed, roll a d6. Those of you that succeeded,
4.
you've seen weirder stuff somehow.
I've seen weirder stuff. How is this getting to
Man
me?
refused to believe that the supernatural was real. I've seen weirder stuff.
This ain't nothing compared to what I went through as a kid, you know.
I would like to
Now it
project
made me
this
say it.
empty loss
I
onto a
used to have
bond.
to clean the grease trap. No.
I thought you were
Absolutely.
fun, John.
John, go ahead and project the sanity loss from that d6 off onto your bond. I made a mistake. Everyone who succeeded, please take 1 sanity damage, as you are somewhat disturbed by the lizard man walking out of the flames, still towards you, even though he should be a pile of goo on the ground, because after getting exploded, you should be goo.
Does critically succeeding change anything of that, or is it just still 1?
Yeah, he did roll just a 1, flat 1.
Since you rolled a critical success, you can take 0, but everyone else takes 1.
I took 4, even though I somehow went against an Eldritch Demon and didn't lose any.
Well, yeah, but this
Okay,
guy's a
so
lizard. Those are spooky.
Oh, yeah, I have a fear against him.
Seth, what you realize are the implications of this serpent folk. It may not be especially clear to Jacobs, but you immediately can tell that this man, he was able to change his guise. Who knows how many suits, how many people he's killed, and how many different personas he's been able to take on upon himself and infiltrate society. Is he just the mayor? Is he the police chief as well of this small town? How high does this go? How many people are just lizards in disguise?
He's saying all of this out loud. All of what you said, he is saying out loud. He's going on his insane rambles again.
See, I knew I'd seen weirder stuff. I've listened to this guy all day.
Like the government. It's all lizard people. The Illuminati. It's all lizard people. They're all disguised as the government.
All right, John, that was quite a turn, and he's not looking great. Jacobs, your turn.
wait. I wanna tell you guys how much close John is to losing it all. He has 49 sanity. His breaking point is 48. He just lost 3 sanity from failing this sanity check.
Woof.
Guess how much he projected onto a bond? That's right, 3.
Huh.
It's a good call.
If I take any more sanity loss, I will probably get some kind of disorder.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I'm constantly on,
okay.
like, knife's edge.
I'll be your therapy dog.
Thanks.
While I spew conspiracy theories at you, I'll be your your therapy dog.
Nice.
So, can I take just a full turn to sprint at this man again?
Absolutely. You're essentially
Beat
like
him
10
down.
feet
I'm
away from
just
him.
gonna take a running tackle at this man.
Oh my god. Yeah, go ahead and tackle the shit out of him.
Let's go.
That's going to be athletics versus his athletics.
Could I use unarmed combat?
Yes, you may. It's going to be a contested unarmed combat.
I got a 26, which, let me look at my unarmed combat, is a 60%.
He got a 30. No, he got a 53. You succeed. You beat his ass. And this guy is not a lightweight. You feel the sheer muscle, the twisted sinew beneath the scaly hide, and he is hard as you tackle into him, and still you're able to carry the momentum through as he does seem blown to pieces. Go ahead and roll. I'm not sure what unarmed combat
I'm not trying
is.
to damage him. I'm trying to handcuff him. I'm still on this. He's getting arrested.
That's a very interesting take. So he is so weakened by that explosion, you are able to, in fact, yeah, God, you're in fact able to roll him down onto the ground, jujitsu style, pull his arms behind his back, and cuff him.
I read him his rights.
Sir, you have an alien rights to remain silent. Everything will be held in court of law and justice.
You know what? I have law as a skill. I'll see how well that goes.
He's gonna.
27. Yeah.
Yeah, you think intergalactic law might not apply here, but, that's what Guantanamo's for.
Hey.
Right, but if I
fucking
don't read him his rights, then when he gets to court, they'll just have to let him off.
Oh, you hate to see lizards get off free. Okay, so yeah, he is definitely arrested. You can see that he is exploded a bit, and he's trying to bite you, but you're able to kind of pin him. But yeah, we're going to go ahead and get out of initiative order. Well done, everybody. The rest of the militia members have either tried to limp away at this point into the forest, or are already dead because they caught on fire and they're dead now.
The explosion I dodged from, I was just like, oh yeah, rest in peace, buddy. I hate you. I hate you. You dodged my bullets without moving. I hate you.
Yeah, you did kick the shit out of him and made him very easily exploded death.
I feel like I'm the Michael Reeves of this group. Smart, but insane.
Taking
Yeah.
every effort to treat this lizard man humanely, holding
What do I
him at arm's
calculate
length.
breaking point?
Make sure not to hurt him as he hits the ground,
Starting sanity minus power stat.
It
Wookie,
takes a
do you
few
remember
hours.
Wookie, do you remember what my starting sanity was?
We can figure that out in a moment. I believe it's going to be POW.
Times 5, I think it is.
Power times 5.
I believe so, and then the breaking point is power times 4.
That is
Got
correct.
it. Thank you.
So yeah, sanity is going to be power times 5, and sanity or breaking point is going to be sanity minus
So
power.
16 times 4.
So that should be your starting point.
64.
But as we
8
wrap up
minus
this particular
16.
session, it takes a few hours for you to call in reinforcement, and immediately the town is flooded with different unmarked vehicles as they swarm into this parking lot. And immediately the road gets rutted out in the mud, and the rain continues to come down. The Anunnaki, the lizard man, is escorted into the back of one of these trucks. Jacobs, you hand him off to these different agents in sunglasses who whisk him away to some unlabeled and unknown secret government base where he will be deeply interrogated. The implications of this, you all realize, could run very deep indeed, and trying to figure out any kind of methods of unraveling their infiltration tests. It's going to be a long time that Delta Green has before them until they find out how deep this conspiracy goes. Having an Anunnaki on hand to figure out where these aliens are, where they come from, what objectives they have with our race, what goals they hope to accomplish, and what exactly they have against the Squash in the first place. Well, these are all questions that are going to be answered in time. You all head to the local diner, and since it's pretty much abandoned, help yourself to burgers and fries with Squatch before you all send him off on his way back to his spaceship in the sky.
No, we should keep him. He'd be like a pet.
Well, I'd like to spend more time, but I have other planets to go to. I'll
Fair
always
enough. He did almost
value.
get shot first day here.
It seemed a little hot, but I will return with more mushrooms and bitches.
Yeah.
I make sure to put my my personal number into the
Good.
cell phone I gave him.
I do the same thing.
Yes.
I'll miss you.
I'll miss you. I'll always value our time together.
Why look for the bitches when I can be here?
I'll miss you
I'm
mostly,
kidding.
Squatch.
No,
It was a
I
pleasure.
miss you mostly.
And I too, you, Marcus. Your strange magics are most impressive, and I hope we can establish a dialogue between our species of wizards.
Yes. Yes. From one grand wizard to another.
What the hell
It's
are they
been a
talking
pleasure.
about?
And then we go
Well,
through a
I
very
believe
long,
it is
intricate wizard
called-
handshake.
Fuck up.
Lots of popping and locking and pounding and exploding.
Yeah.
The wildest handshake you've ever seen.
Why use magic when you can have it say science?
Nah, somehow he's like right there with you. It's like you guys are practicing. You've been doing this for years. And as you guys have a couple, you toke up, have a couple of brews, he hops on his bike and starts pedaling off into the sky.
Is it a comically small bike,
Yeah.
like a trike?
Yeah, it's almost like a unicycle. It's
Yeah.
real tiny. that's it for this session, guys. Thank you very much for playing. Good night.
I was very
Wait a second.
useless
Wait a
this
second.
session.
What? There's no loose ends to tie up.
Yeah, but what about this guy's mansion? There's still stuff in there that needs to be investigated.
Hold out, save for next time.
No,
I'm pretty sure we could just kind of toss that in evidence, give it to the foundation or whatever.
I'm sure it
you
means
know.
nothing. Nothing to worry about.
I guess me and John can explore it in a future session without you guys then.
Yeah, that
John.
might be a good fit for a new session.
I was joking mostly, but that's yeah, okay.
I'm not writing that.
I'm
so,
curious what's in there.
Yep.
What?
John,
You're
Seth, you immediately mention to your superior, the handler, coming over for debriefing that the mayor had a very fancy mansion and heading over there with the team. 4 or 5 different vans come out, different equipment, handheld sensors, and metal detectors. You all go through it and immediately find a stairway going down into the lower levels of this place and descending down into this fortress. You feel that this is, in fact, a warehouse for a starship, and you emerge into this long hangar-like building beneath the mansion, and the lights come on overhead. And there you find the Anunnaki spacecraft. And that's where we're going to end tonight's session.
More conspiracy for my chaotic ramblings that totally make me sane. I'm the most sane person here, I believe.